I am gonna go figure out here where I had something in my mind. Then when I pulled in a while ago, I thought, no, I actually can't see that. So I've got to get something set up for packages. In all honesty, Prime, look. Can y'all see out there by the fence? Now, at least that's a little ways off the road. And it's behind a gate. And probably, more than likely, no one will see that except for people coming that direction. So, Prime, Amazon, always leaves it on the porch. I hardly ever have a problem with Amazon. But, oh my gosh, UPS and FedEx, which right now, since it's, the holidays, Christmas around the corner, we get a lot of stuff from them. That guy. Trash. Something out there too. This ain't one of my bags. This is somebody else's. I don't have bags. It's orange handles. My son, that one in that house, had a portable hot tub. I think you sort of aired it up, I don't know. I don't know if it aired up or blowed up. I don't know. It looked like, I don't know. I just know that they used it a lot. The other day it come and it was laying right there behind the dumpster. And I thought, well, maybe my thought was, if it was me, I would wait till the night before the dumpster gets picked up. And then I would throw it on top of everything. Oh no. Get over here. He threw it in the dumpster last Wednesday, right after the dumpster got picked up. It was so big that the last 3 days, like from Saturday on till last night, I kept the couple of bags of garbage I had and some boxes and stuff, I kept on the back porch because I knew the dumpster was going to get full and nobody else thinks about it. Debbie will continue to throw stuff in. They will continue to throw stuff in. Larry uses my dumpster. And there's 3 houses at Larry's. Larry's house, and then his daughter and her husband, who just moved back from Tennessee, I think. She's always lived here, but they got married and he was from Tennessee, so they moved up there. They lived there for a couple of years. Now they're back in here in Texas. So they're living in Larry's RV until they decide what they're going to do. And then some of his in-laws actually came too. And they're living in an RV. So it's a lot of people using this little dumpster. So it really can't hold, on the very first day trash gets dumped and it's empty, a big hot tub. Anyway, that's what the cats get up in there and they start pulling at stuff. I don't see why my cats would, because they're fed. But at the same time, cats are cats. And if they smell something, they're going to go after it. Anyway, I'm out here thinking, my thought process was to have I have 2 of those poolside storage things. They're sort of big. They're almost 3 foot long, and they're, about 2 foot off the ground. They, 2 foot high. You store pool supplies in them and stuff, or toys, or, if they're on your porch. Like the one on my porch, for a long time I kept all the pillows off the porch so the cats and dogs wouldn't lay on them when it was going to rain or it was going to be wet. I'd throw them all inside that trunk. So anyway, I've got 2. So I was thinking about bringing one and sitting it right here. And then I have a couple of signs to hang on the fence to say packet deliveries and an arrow. And then another sign that says, please leave packages in box. And then I have a sign that was supposed to have been here today, but I don't think it's coming. I think it's running late now. It's not going to be here till Thursday. That actually says, leave packages here. And I was going to hook it to the box. So my thought process was put it here. But I can't see here. If I'm a box, I can't see my front door through these trees. So I wouldn't be able to, I don't think anybody would come in this far to mess with my stuff. But I have this spot right here. Now, normally, I don't know why there's a space here, but I'd gotten to where I was like using my golf cart, putting stuff in the dumpster and then cutting through because there was a space. But if I put that box here, then look, I can look right out my front door and see that box. And I think people would be leery to mess with something sitting this far into the yard. And it's still not that far. I mean, if they can walk to there from the street, they can walk another, 20 feet to here. So, anyway, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to do that right now. All right, so I'm going to go in the back. Both of those things have, come on, guys. Let me bring this to the house. I may leave out a little goodie bag today. I was at the Dollar Tree. So I picked up all these random, one of those rolls, the small, I don't think they're considered snack, because snack size is like those little ones you get and they have like 6 cookies in them. This is more of a roll, maybe it's about 7 or 8 inches long. I don't know how many cookies are in it, but I got one of those of Oreos, one of those of Nutter Butters, a bag of gummy bears, a box of, it was only 3 in it, is it Smith's? I want to say it's Mrs. Smith's, but I'm not for sure. Cookies, chocolate chip cookies, there's 3 in it. So they're like a full-size little cookie. There's 3 in that, and then what else I got? There's one other thing in there. One more box of something. I can't think. Anyway, he'll love that little bag. As silly as that sounds, that will be something exciting to him when he opens it and sees all that little stuff in there. And I guarantee, that'll be one of the first things, and he'll be eating it. He'll be eating in some of that stuff while he's sitting there opening gifts. He is funny, that childlike in him. Christmas Eve, when I start packing the back of the car or the truck with all the gifts that go down to mom's, because we do gift opening on Christmas Eve at mom's, and I'll pack everybody's stuff that goes down there, Lester's, dad's, mom's, whatever it is, all the girls, if I made or did something for them, everything gets packed and we all drive it down there. He'll load his stuff too, because he doesn't want to wait till Saturday. He doesn't want to wait till Christmas morning to open under the tree, because he knows Santa doesn't come here. So he doesn't want to open. He doesn't want to wait to open Christmas morning. He wants to open Christmas Eve. So when we come back from Mom's Christmas Eve, he's opened all of his stuff down at Mom's that I got him, plus everything that people get him from down there, and then we have to lug it all back home again. He's really funny. Anyway, I am my phone says I'm low on battery, so I'm going to charge it real quick and see what this is in this package. It says it's got some eBay tape on it, and I've ordered his Christmas gift is one of his big gifts that he knows nothing about, and he lost it in the fire. It burned up in the fire, and it was the animated Grinch. He says things. He's got phrases he says, but his face changes. You can flip his head and he's smiling, the happy Grinch, or you can flip it back and he's got the mean Grinch face. So, he doesn't know that's coming. That was from it's a 2000. That's when I guess Grinch came out. The Jim Carrey version came out in 2000 or sometime around there. So he had one. I got it for him for Christmas one year when he was little. He was little. And he had it for years and years until the fire, and he lost it in the fire. So I found one on eBay, and I had to, I was going to bid for one, and they were sort of getting high, all the bids. There was a lot of bids on it, and this one person had the same. There was only a few of them for sale on eBay. And you can't buy them today in the store. They're not something you can buy in the store today. But this one person had a, I think it was a bid or best offer, and no one had bid on it yet. And I thought, well, if I have to bid on this other one and pay the shipping, I can't remember what the shipping was, but it was going to be sort of expensive. So I went on to her. Her shipping was less expensive, and she had a, you could bid her best offer. So I just offered something, and she accepted that within an hour. I say she, I don't know if it's a she or he, but they accepted. So, that was pretty cool. I think it's in a box I just took in. It was on the front porch when I got home. But this one is out by the road. I'm going to go charge this for a little bit, and then I'm going to show y'all what I get done out here. Can y'all see it out there? So I'm directly in front of my front door. There's the box. I second guessed myself after I did it, thinking I have a light colored one, very, very tan. But my first thought was put the dark one out there so it would sort of be camouflaged amongst the trees. So now I don't know. I think maybe that one's it's not the best one. It's actually the oldest and most used one. It's not as new as the other one. But, get off this porch. There's my little honey. She's the one, I don't know, did I already do a video of her? She's the one I was waiting for. See, the other ones had sweaters on and all kinds of stuff. I didn't want all of that because I wanted to be able to leave her out a little bit longer past Christmas. So I didn't want all the Santa suit. I didn't want all that stuff. So anyway. Tony's been driving my red truck. Belt broke on my Durango, and he had it towed yesterday, and he said they told him yesterday it would be ready today, but he said it's 4 o'clock when he got home a while ago. He goes, well, it's 4, they close at 5. So I guess maybe sometime tomorrow they'll call him and say it's done, and I'll take him up there to get it. He'll have to come home in the red truck. If he drives the red truck to work in the morning, and then at some point they call him, then he'll have to make a point to get off early, or see if they will, wait till he gets there. If they close at 5 and he was home today by 4, and he said he stopped at Walmart and got a few groceries before he came home. So he should have plenty of time to get home, and then me take him up there to get his, because he can't drive it there and get it. Then my vehicle's left. So somebody's got to take him to pick his truck up when it's ready. Anyway, here it is. It's the older of the two. So I thought, well, if it sits out here and gets worn out, it won't be so bad. But it's still pretty sturdy. And there's the bottom of it. I sprayed it with the water hose. And then I sprayed the inside underneath it and the sides and the bottom with the Raid Max, maybe to keep the ants out. I was going to put ant poison, the granules, underneath it, because when I picked it up, see, from out there where it was, even though it was up on that little deck by the pool, ants had built a house in it, and they even bit me on my feet as I was trying to get it out of there. So I think it'll be fine. Hopefully there won't be anything ever left out here just in storms and stuff. I was trying to see, is it closing correctly? It sort of has a little bit of warp to it. But I think this will be more hidden than the other one. The other one is real light. It's not white, but it's very, very light color. So Thursday, I think now it's delayed till tomorrow, the sign. When it gets here, I will somehow attach it down here so when they come in they'll see it on the side. And I did this right before I went and got that box. I hung that there. Please leave packages in the box. Okay, so deliveries this way. So they should, common sense says there's a box that direction. You know, there's a box that way. And then when they look, they'll see. See, like I said, I was planning on doing it over here. And they just would have went, seen it, and then there it is. But I just feel like from my porch, I wanted to be able to see it. I could tuck it into the tree line a little bit better, and I may do that after they've put some deliveries in it a few times so they know to be expecting it. Then I'll just sort of tuck it back up in there a little bit. But for right now, it's out of the driveway. It's not in anybody's way coming in and out. And it's easy to, you know, just drop a couple of packages in there and close the lid on it. Doop. Done. Hopefully it'll work. So the only thing now, I guess people coming down the road might see it, but they don't necessarily have to know it. They may think I put trash in there, you know? So hopefully, you know, I hate to say, well, we've had packages stolen every time I turn around. Things are not stolen that we know of. But what we believe, I don't know. Lester may have had some stuff stolen. I'm not for sure. If they've figured out if things were taken, or if the drivers just said they put stuff, but they didn't. Like when they said they put my package by the front door, but it was really out there by the road. Because that's the kind of stuff that's been going on. Maybe everybody deals with this kind of stuff, but I feel like we've never had to deal with it as bad as what's happening now. And I know some of it may be because we've got that big community over there. And maybe they get out here making deliveries and get confused about where things are, or they're just in a dadgum hurry and don't care, and they see Morrow on the name, so they don't care whose house it's at. They're just going to drop it there. But Lester gets stuff at Debbie's all the time. Debbie doesn't even have Morrow in her name. She's a completely different last name. Even though she's my cousin, she got a different name. And they put stuff on her porch all the time. She sends me messages sometimes about once a week. Kim, could you let Lester know there's a bunch of packages on my porch? It's like they just, new drivers, or I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get in here and get started on my wreath or my snowflake. I'll see y'all later. God bless y'all.